Across Ghana, in communities big and small, ordinary people are doing extraordinary things. This is the JoyNews Impact Makers Awards 2026, celebrating those who are changing lives, shaping futures, and building hope. From Bimbila in the northern region, Faith Jakpasu is transforming classrooms through innovation, inclusive learning, and life-changing initiatives for students, teachers, and vulnerable communities. From Aflao in the Volta region, Felix Akakbo is building schools, supporting students, and investing in the future of an entire community. In health, from Winneba in the central region, Amos Ando is turning his personal battle with sickle cell into a national movement for awareness, prevention, and policy change. From Nkwanta in the Oti region, Bless Lantam is delivering life-changing healthcare to hard-to-reach communities, even in the face of conflict. From Insawam Edwardri in the eastern region, Antonio Say is restoring mobility, dignity, and opportunity through prosthetics and outreach across Ghana. From Adenta in the Greater Accra region, Valerie Ajatia is empowering amputees with hope, rehabilitation, and the courage to rebuild their lives. From Anyanui and Noga in the Volta region, Reverend Christian Valeto is rescuing, treating, and reintegrating neglected mental health patients back into society. From Akuse in the eastern region, Alberta Aite is mentoring, educating, and empowering over 1,000 girls to dream beyond limitations. From Senya Breku in the central region, Isabella Akwabwa fighting period poverty and equipping women and girls with skills for independence. In Wash, from Sirigu in the Upper East region, Dr. Anthony Akunzele is improving livelihoods through clean water, education, and economic opportunities for women. From Akache in the Volta region, Senyor Bomita is transforming communities through schools, clean water, healthcare access, and youth empowerment. And for the Corporate Partner Award from the Cape Coast Youth Development Association is empowering thousands of young people through education, skills training, and community development. These are not just finalists. These are change makers. They are nation builders. They are Ghana's true heroes. JoyNews Impact Makers Awards, celebrating ordinary people making extraordinary impacts. Who takes this home?
The 2026 JoyNews Impact Makers Awards is brought to you by Ghana CEO Summit, a decade of leadership impact. Labadi Beach Hotel, Ayuda, Ghana's #1 services app. Bakun, Services Bebre, New Crystal Hospital, growing in good health. Sulas Enterprise, where quality meets affordability. Water Aid Ghana, change starts with water. Ghana Chamber of Mines.
Those are using their resources, their times to create that change in the very communities that they belong. And thankfully, we've got partners who believe in this vision and they have been supporting us. And this year, we've got Ayuda. And so, of course, my friend Bernadette, today, she came with another friend from Ayuda. They say that Abako Services Bebre. Bernadette, did you have a good 2025? I think for this year, this is the first time I'm seeing you, or we've met. You dear, you are very common. It's good to have you back in studio. Kwame, how are you? Okay, I know about Ayuda, but for those watching us for the first time, what exactly is the Ayuda app?
Okay, good morning to you again.
Good morning, Bernadette.
Good morning to our viewers. The last time I couldn't take your dress, but today I'm taking this one.
That's agreed.
Yeah, the Ayuda app is essentially a digital platform where everyday Ghanaians can make requests for services from skilled professionals. So when I'm asked this question, I like to paint a picture so that they get it correctly. So in moments where you have a leaking pipe, where your car suddenly stops in the middle of the road, or your AC is not cooling properly, you will need a technician. And if you don't have that technician, this is where you resort to calling friends for recommendations. They'll give you someone, you call the person will give excuses. I'm coming, I'll come today. Eventually, if they show up, they do the work, you pay them, and then after they leave, you realize that they did a shoddy job, and you don't know where to call them back. This is where Ayuda comes in. So we have formalized that sector, created an app where you can get services across carpentry, plumbing, masonry, catering, all across. So right on your phone, if you need a carpenter in Kumasi, a mason in Volta region, anywhere across the country, you find all of them on the app.
Bernard has just made it quite simple for you to understand. But it's an app, and people must understand how the app operates, right? So Kwame, you tell us how the app operates or works.
Okay, so the app works very simply. So after downloading the app from the App Store or the Play Store, you open the app, you are required to register or log in. And the registration for customers is very simple. All you do is provide your phone number, you get an OTP, and voila, you are in the app and you can start making requests. For the service providers, it's a bit lengthy because we put in the work to make sure that they are professional, they are skilled, and they are properly trained. So for a service provider, when you are registering, you provide your phone number and your password, and then you are redirected to the test and training center, where you provide the skills that you know how, the skills that you have, the specialties you work on, your Ghana card. You go through the test and training center, where you have to, enable your camera so that we know you are the one who is doing the test. You do your psychometric training. So it's very involving for service providers, but that's the work we've put in to make sure that the people who we are bringing to your homes are people who are trusted, people who you can trace. The gap between the formal and informal sector is probably just data concerning the people who are working. So we are putting in the work to make sure that those who are coming to your homes are trusted. So after going through that as a service provider, then you are verified, and now you can...
You too, voila. You can make offers. Both you and the customer will be on voila. Okay. Well, Bernadette, then I'm quite interested in why this app is quite different from those, or the other service actually different from the other competing ones. But Kwame has been telling me the amount of energy you put in, even in recruiting the service providers. But what more would you like to add?
So just as Kwame stated, it's a lot. I know other platforms are, we have platforms that you can use to make rides and order for food. And with our platform, you can do just much more than finding one category of a service provider. It ranges across, like I stated, carpentry, plumbing, masonry, chefs, nannies, house help, all of that on the app. So we deal in a wide range of category. And even with our service providers, initially you just go to the walls or billboards and just pick a random person's number, and your safety will be at risk because you don't know who this person is from. But for the vigorous process that we take the service providers to, we're able to know who they are, where they are coming from, where they stay, their basic information that we have access to. So we know that when they are coming into your home, you are safe, and then they are safe as well. So we do.
But Kwame, so why did you decide to be part of My Dear Impact Makers Awards?
Well, because of the work we do, what Ayuda is doing is empowering the youth and trying to give opportunities to skilled professionals. And what the impact makers do, the nominees that we have, they are people who are doing a lot with little resources. I read an article on, I think, my journal, and that said they don't wait for the intervention, they are the intervention. And that is what we are trying to empower our service providers to be the intervention for the businesses and the individuals in homes that need certain services. So, it's about nation building, and we wanted to support a platform that is interested in, lauding the activities and then the work that some of these individuals are doing. So
We're quite grateful that you took that decision to stay with us and walk this journey with us. But Bernard, what message do you have for people who are watching us today?
Okay, so for people watching and business owners and even facility managers as well, I would want them to think about how much time and money they spend in solving services problems. For business organizations, you have to think about your staff accommodation maintenance, office cleaning, electrical faults that go bad at 6 a.m. in the morning, or even board meetings when the AC suddenly breaks down. I want them to have that picture in their mind and then know that in this decade and this time, the smart systems and efficient systems are the ones that are currently working, and Ayuda forms part of those smart systems. So they should join us and move ahead with us on this journey, because once their operations run smoothly, definitely Ghana also move forward.
Okay, thank you very much. You're quite visible, but again, how can we find you?
Okay, so we can be found on all social media platforms. Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok as Ayuda_app. And you can call us on 030-2906-023.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll be assisted in whether registering or whatever you want.
Auntie Madam, what's your final words?
My final word is, I mean, you've worked with us before. You know how efficient the Ayuda app is and how convenient it is. So for users and then new customers coming on board and viewers at home, I would encourage you to use the Ayuda app, because we are in a system of revolution. Technology is taking over, and what better way for technology to take over than you also having your own convenience. Sometimes you might be very busy and you need something to be done for you very quickly. I tell you to look no other further than the Ayuda app for any services: carpentry, plumbing, masonry, house help, nannies, and all other services. The Ayuda help is here for you.
Thank you so much, Bernadette, and Kwame. Pleasure having you.
Thank you so much.